something wrong with my cable. Banana, I know, you don't need to keep telling me I'm listening to it, I know. Banana, I know, you don't need to keep telling me I'm listening. Right. I know, but I'm stressing out here. I'm trying to sort the mic, mate. I know, but I'm stressing out here. I'm trying to sort the mic, What is going on? Right, let me just check that. So every time I connect the mic, let me try the wireless controller. Every time I connect the mic, let me try the wireless controller. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. For God's sake. Fix the mic afterwards. Fix the mic afterwards. God's sake. Right, let me know how it sounds. I'm really sorry about that. Right, so we got the drivers on track. Tom Hackett in the Ferrari, just on a lap. Just let me know how the sound is, please, Banana. God. That's so annoying. I'm so annoyed about that. Because it's a really expensive mic. So, Demir is on top at the moment. Tom Hackett in P2, Adam Fleetwood in P3. Phoenix Gray, Adams, Daddy Cool, Kurt Maestro, Red, One Kidney, Jim, the Dutchie, Arc Top, Gotcha, Cinders, and Taz are the first drivers to set laps. We've got Johnny Reid in the Alpha Tauri, also on a lap. What's on the loud side, me or the game? So, Johnny Reid just letting a couple of drivers through the Alpha Tauri. I'm a bit loud. Right, 1 second. What I'll do is I'll turn the game volume up. Right, just let me know how that is. So, Johnny Reid in the Alpha Tauri, just about to start his flying lap. I'm really sorry, guys. I will get the mic sorted. I don't know what the problem is. It must be something where I'm just on a cable or something, because it's just a little buzzing sound through my mic. But I will get it sorted. Oh, banana, man. So we are on board with Johnny Reid. He's just coming round turn 5 at the minute, and then down towards the tricky part of the circuit, and in towards turn 6 and 7, and then down towards turn 8 and 9, over the curb at 8, nice and tight to the curb at 9, using the left-hand lane to just keep the pace through turn 10, down towards 11, and then in towards sector 3 for the Alpha Tauri driver. He's gone purple. Sector 2, the sister car to the Red Bull, soon to be Visa Cash App, Racing Bulls, down towards the hairpin at turn 13, up towards turn 14 at the pit entry lane. Nice and tight to the wall, comes out early on the throttle, down to the line, and Johnny Reid goes provisional pole here in Hungary, a 1:15.3 for the Alpha Tauri. So, who else is on a lap? Jonathan, the Dutchman, is also on a lap. There's a Haas driver as well, but we'll stay on board with the Dutchie in the Aston Martin, coming out of turn 3 and up towards turn 4 at sector 2. In towards turn 4 we go. If you can get it perfect through there, full throttle, it is ideal. Demir, Phoenix Gray up to P3 in the other Alpha Tauri. What a lap from the Scottish driver as we're on board with the Dutchman coming through turn 9 and 10. The Aston Martin driver is flying here. He's got it perfect up to now. In towards turn 12 at sector 3. Jonathan Curran into the hairpin at turn 13. And down towards turn 14 we go. And he wants to take a nice wide line and then keep it nice and tight. On the throttle he goes, and Jonathan up towards the line. And it's P7, a 116 flat for the Aston Martin. Cinders in the Williams, his horse won a lap, Devil Rejected and Dangerous Dave. It is going to be Dangerous Dave to the line first, coming out of turn 13 for the Williams driver. Down towards turn 14. What can Dangerous Dave do as he puts his foot down to the pedal? A slight flick of the rear wheels, but up to P8 and just behind Adam Fleetwood and in front of Jonathan in the Aston Martin. Then came through Devil Rejected up to P15 in the Scuderia. So we've got Cinders in the Williams. He's invalidated it. That will cost him. Adams in the McLaren in towards turn 6 and 7 for the Papaya. He's currently in P4, but he's only 0.3 of a second off the lap time of Johnny Reed. We'll see what he can do as the Alpine moves out of the way, just not to distract him in any way. And down towards turn 12 we go for Adams. And into the pit lane he goes. Tom Hackett has gone a purple, sector 2. I will try and sort my mic out in between the break of the race and qualifying. So Tom Hackett in the Ferrari, up towards the line we go. And it's P3 for the Ferrari. It's provisional second row at the minute. What about Daddy Cool in the Alpine? He's on another lap coming through sector 1 down towards sector 2 at turn 4. And he wants to go right over the curb here. Oh, that was a nice line. Just slightly off the throttle though. Yeah, I'm not really happy with the sound, to be honest, Banana. I mean, it sounds okay, but I'm not happy with the way it sounds. It's a little bit bassy, a little bit echoey. That's why I paid the money for a good mic, so I didn't have to use earphones and a controller to speak. So I'll try and sort it out in the break, mate. So Daddy Cool in the Alpine coming down towards turn 12. And he's just a little bit sceptical coming through there, but as you can imagine, he's in a decent position and he's just trying to improve on his lap. Goes in to the final corner at turn 14, up towards the line, and it's a 116.3. He does improve, but stays P10 in front of his teammate. Kurt Maestro is going to be next. He's right behind him. We've got Smalley in the Aston Martin, also on a lap, but we'll stay on board with Kurt Maestro for now. His teammate is just in front of him, but they're very close on lap times, the two Alpine drivers. Round at turn 14 we go. And the Englishman up towards the line, stays P11, also improves. No, he doesn't. He goes up to P8. What a lap. He improved by 0.6 of a second. Demir is now down to P4. And where has this pace come from for Demir? He is putting in a show here in Hungary for the qualifying session with 4 minutes to go. He's provisionally on the second row. Mum and Ryder is trying to improve. We've also got Smalley, who's yet to set a lap time, but he's back into the pit lane. And then Wonky the Jim on his way out, Devil Rejected, in to P16. Gennady Smalley back into the pits, also Cinders as well. Gennady yet to set a lap time. Johnny Reed goes wide, spins it. The Northern Irishman is around here in Hungary, but he did really well to stay out of the wall there. So, Mum and Ryder in the McLaren is around 300ths up as he goes down towards turn 14. Could he potentially get in front of his teammate if he's made up time in sector 3? Up to the line. He does improve, but is it enough? It is not, and he stays P7. He didn't improve, actually. Wow. So, Demir improved. Wow, Demir is flying here. 1/10 of a second separate the top 5 drivers here in Hungary. This is super competitive. Jonathan in the Aston Martin is coming round again. He wants to get another lap on the board with just under 3 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Jonathan out of turn 14, down towards the line he goes. It's a 1:15.7 and he's up to P7 and separates the two papayas. Taz, the Greek driver in the Mercedes in P16, and then the Scottish driver of Top Gotcha just down on his lap time as he invalidates it again. So we'll go on board with Taz. He's nearly a 10th of a second down at the moment. The Mercedes AMG driver, the driver from Greece, as he goes over turn 6 and 7. Where is Jazzaboy as well? I can't even see him in the lobby, actually. Oh, I've got the wrong screenshot. Apologies. There we go. Got it up now. So, Taz is into the pit lane. Oh, Cinders is round, the Williams driver. What about the Scottish driver of Top Gotcha trying to improve again? Taz has retired in the pit lane, calls it a day. So does Dangerous Dave. He will not be happy with that. Johnny Reed, Adam Fleetwood and Tom Hackett all back out on outlaps. But at the moment it's Top Gotcha in the Oracle Red Bull. And One Kidney Jim up to P12. But here comes Top Gotcha, stays P17, does improve though. Maybe he went in front of Taz there actually. He did improve, but he doesn't go in front of the Mercedes. So Jonathan is retired from the session as well, and that is P7 for him. There's nothing more he can do. Demir has retired in P4. We've got the Alpha Tauri of Johnny Reed getting ready for his last flying lap. We've got Kurt Maestro right behind him as well. Then we've got the Ferrari coming through. We've got the Alfa Romeo of Red Wildfire. But we've got the Dutchy. He's going to be the first driver to settle up. No, I think there's a McLaren. That is Adams who's going to be first. Let's see what he can do as he comes weaving through turn 11 down towards sector 3. He is improving and he's going to be around a 1:15.5 by the end of this lap, but it is going to keep him in position unless he finds an unbelievable sector 3. Mumman Ryder retires from the session as his teammate comes round turn 14 down towards the line. Can Adams improve? It's a 1:15.5. We called it, and he does stay in P6. We've got two Red Bull drivers coming. One Kidney Jim into the pit lane. So is Top Gotcha. We've got the Haas of the Dutchy, who is 6/10 up on his lap time. That is going to put him around P11, P10 potentially if he can still carry this pace. So what can the Dutchy do? Up towards the line goes the Haas driver, and it is P11. And then we've got the Alpha Tauri driver, that is Kurt Maestro, that's off. Here comes Johnny Reed, he is flying, this is incredible. A 1:14.7 from Johnny Reed. Then comes the Alfa Romeo of Red Wildfire, to the line she goes, and it's up to P13. Danny Cool in the Alpine is also 2.5 of a second up as he comes out of turn 14. It's a 1:16.0 P12. Tom Hackett in the Ferrari stays P3. Demir looks to have settled in the second row of this grid. What a qualifying session. Here comes Gennady. He has invalidated it. So it is Johnny Reed that takes pole here in Hungary for round 9. Adam Fleetwood will be on the front row of this grid, and Tom Hackett along with Demir, both Ferrari powered engines, on the second row. What a qualifying session from Demir. The Bosnian driver has put on a masterful display. Thanks for the invites, guys. I should be back in the lobby now. I'm just going to keep doing some mic checks whilst the lobby's just loading in. That seems a little bit better. I've managed to get the mic working. I've managed to get the cable working, so the voice sounds a bit more crisp now, which I'm happy about because I want the drivers to enjoy the commentary as well. Sorry guys, I forgot to press spectate. I know it's gone fuzzy again, guys. I'm trying to sort it. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to go headset to controller tonight, guys. I'm sorry about that, and I'm sorry that it's been a bit of a nightmare tonight. I'll try not to shout as much or go over the top, as I know the sound is quite loud. I'll see if I can just take it down a notch. Right, I think that should be okay, guys. I've turned it down a little bit. We'll see how we get on anyway. So, guys, we're going to go racing here in MSC for the Hungary Grand Prix. Cheers, Hackett. What's What's going on, Callum? How you doing, mate? I've never ever had issues with my microphone before. It's quite an expensive one for commentary, and it's the only time I ever use it for commentary. I don't know what's happened, but it's just buzzing, and I feel like there's something connected that is making it do that. So I will try and get that sorted, but I'm going to just have to use my wireless controller for the audio tonight. So if it's awful, I'm so sorry, but I will try and go with it. We'll go racing soon. Remember, guys, this is round 9. This is Hungary. This is the Masters division. Johnny Reid is starting on pole position, and then I think we had Hackett alongside him. Oh no, I think it was another driver actually alongside him, and then Tom Hackett and Demir were both on the second row. Sharpie, trying to. All right, nice one, mate. I will do that after the race. Yeah, thank you. I don't want to mess around with it too much. I missed half a quali and practically all the build-up. So I'll have a look at that. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. I'll try and mess around with it later. I don't know what's up with it. I've never had any issues. So now I'm having to use some headphones with the wireless controller as the mic. So, and I know it can sound really bad when you're shouting. So I'm just hoping it doesn't sound awful on stream, because I do get carried away a little bit. Right, here we go. This is it for MSCF1 for round 9 here in Hungary. And it's lights out and away we go. Down towards turn 1, it's Adam Fleetwood and Johnny Reid to go wheel to wheel. There's a huge crash. A lot of drivers got mixed up with that. Demir is involved. Adams gets a drive through. The Dutch is up 7 places, I think. Is that a restart? I don't have a clue, but Red Wildfire has avoided the mayhem and is up 9 places. Daddy Cool up 7, Phoenix Grey is down 1, Cinders is up 10, Top Gotcha is up 8. There was a huge crash. Adams is down in P17. Demir's got no front wing. Tom Hackett in the Ferrari is all the way to the back as well. Mum and Ryder with a missing end plate. It is absolute carnage at the start of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Adam Fleetwood in P2. Demir is round again. I think Adams is through in the McLaren. Johnny Reid is leading. Dangerous Dave up 7 places into P3. Cinders, Top Gotcha and the Dutchie all scrapping it out. The Dutchie is round. The Haas driver is into the wall. And there's more drama that continues on the opening lap of this Grand Prix. Smalley is up 7. And the driving One Kidney Jim is through on the Greek driver of Taz in the Mercedes. But Top Gotcha and Cinders, Gennady up 31 places between them. Red Wildfire is up to P4. This is incredible. The Dutchie is out. Johnny Reid leads by 1.3 seconds at the end of the opening lap. Adam Fleetwood in the Mercedes in P2. Dangerous Dave all the way up into the podiums in that Williams. Phoenix Grey on Daddy Cool down towards turn 1. They go the AlphaTauri down the inside and he's up to P5, exactly where he started. Wow. Top Gotcha up to P7. Gennady is up 12 places. One Kidney Jim, Taz, Cinders. There is Adams, Jonathan, Demir, Kurt Maestro, Mum and Ryder and Devil Rejected all into the pit lane on the opening lap. And the Dutchie is out. Have you seen an opening lap like that? Smalley on the back of Cinders as they go in towards turn 4 at the start of sector 2. Over the curb they go as the Aston Martin chases down the Williams driver and he gets a great exit in towards turn 6 and 7. You do not want to go side by side through here, and he just backs out, but Cinders loses it. The Williams driver is round and Smalley gets a free pass through. Tom Hackett in the Ferrari is chasing him down though. He's the only one that got spun around and came out unscathed here. Jonathan with a 3-second time penalty. Phoenix Grey now on the back of Red Wildfire. Teammates from last season. Adams is through on Cinders, the McLaren driver on the Williams, who is just struggling now. DRS is enabled. Phoenix Grey on the back of the Alfa Romeo down towards turn 1. And Phoenix Grey, the Scottish driver, all the way from the north, getting the overtake on the woman from the south coast. In towards turn 2 and 3 they go. What an extraordinary start to this Grand Prix. Tom Hackett on the back of Smalley. In the pits goes Adams and Cinders. So does Mum and Ryder again. Dangerous Dave is starting to track on the back of Adam Fleetwood. So he is closing the gap. And he will get an opportunity to go for them overtakes. What about Smalley on the back of Taz? And Taz gets overtaken by Tom Hackett and Smalley. So the Greek driver starting to fall back down the pecking order now on lap 3. And Tom Hackett all over the back of Smalley in the Aston Martin. One Kidney Jim and his teammate of Top Gotcha, the two Red Bulls in P7 and P8. They're finding themselves in unfamiliar territory. I don't know how you say it. But One Kidney Jim is through. Can Top Gotcha come back at him? Takes the outside line and one Red Bull to another. And Top Gotcha is back from One Kidney Jim. What about Ginaudi having a little peek up the inside? Top Gotcha goes deep. One Kidney Jim goes down the inside in towards turn 3. Over the chicane. Down the hill they go. Smalley and Tom Hackett. A wheel to wheel through turn 3. The Ferrari went wide. And the Scuderia has to back out of that battle as they go in towards turn 4. Demir sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Kurt Maisho on the back of Jonathan, the Aston Martin driver, trying to fend him off on them hard tyres. And will Kurt Maisho go for the lunge down the inside? And he does, and the Alpine is up to P13, but the Aston Martin is not going to let him off lightly as the Aston Martin of Jonathan just scrapping with him as they go up towards turn 4. Ginaudi on the back of One Kidney Jim. Top Gotcha up into P7. What a fantastic start to this Grand Prix for him. Ginaudi in at the Alfa Romeo. He sees an opportunity opening up in front of him. But remember, they will both get DRS. And Top Gotcha, nothing he can do about that. What about Ginaudi as well? One Kidney Jim on his teammate for the second lap in a row. Tom Hackett on Smalley. Can he respond? Ginaudi is through and he's going to go for a double overtake on the Red Bulls. But One Kidney Jim, we know he's a fantastic racer when it comes to wheel racing. Dangerous Dave, 0.2 of a second off Adam Fleetwood. Johnny Reed already 3 seconds clear. Dangerous Dave goes down the inside. Adam Fleetwood goes wide. The Mercedes is bumping everywhere. Phoenix Grey is going to seize on the opportunity down the inside of turn 11. And he is through. Phoenix Grey is back up into the podiums. The Mercedes slipping and sliding everywhere. Porpoising down the straight. And Phoenix Grey, the two Alpha Tauris, are into the podiums here in Hungary. Tom Hackett will be seeing a lot of unfamiliar faces in these positions in front. And will he be able to get it? Top Gotcha didn't get DRS, so it will be an easy overtake for the Scuderia. Down in towards turn 1, and Tom Hackett will move up a position. The British driver in the Italian car here in Hungary is up to P9. Adam Fleetwood is starting to lose a little bit of time. He's gone from P2 to P4. And there is a yellow flag. I don't know why, though. Ginaudi on One Kidney Jim. It's a great little battle in the midfield. Well, that's another yellow flag. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Oh, it looks like it's a Williams or an Alpine. Great aerial shots. That's another yellow flag. And it's the same driver again. I think it's Cinders that he's really struggling. It is Cinders. Dangerous Dave. He's already about to lap a driver here. On lap 7, that's how poor this race has gone off the start line. Especially for half the grid. If it was real life, there would have definitely been a red flag out at the start of this race. It was so unfortunate for the majority of drivers. It was just a huge spin at the start, and it looked like the lobby does before you restart it to take ghosting off. That's what it looked like. It was definitely different. Here comes Smalley on the back, and Top Gotcha gets it all wrong in towards turn 4. And Smalley trying to capitalise on the mistake of the Red Bull. And Devil Rejected is out in the pit lane. He calls it a day after just 6 laps. They are already a lap behind though. He knows that is race done and dusted. Another 28 laps of that is just painful from here. Into turn 13 for the Mercedes. Right on the rear diffuser of the AlphaTauri in front. It is Phoenix Gray that is in the podium positions at the moment, but Adam Fleetwood is not giving it up just yet. And the Mercedes is going to come to the right-hand side and make the move down the inside of turn 1. And Phoenix Gray goes back down to P4. So the Mercedes is up. What about Gennady on One Kidney Gym? Tom Hackett in the Ferraris back there. Smalley on top. Gotcha finally gets through. But he will also have that DRS. The thing is about Hungary, it's a very unique circuit. Cinders is out as well. It's a unique circuit in terms of you get the DRS down towards turn 1, but then you also get DRS down towards turn 2, even if you're the car in front by that point. Very similar to Mexico, when you go down towards turn 1 and you get DRS, and then when you go down towards turn 4, you get DRS again, even if you're the car in front. Very similar. Demir with a 5-second. There's just yellow flags waving everywhere. Oh, Cinders is out. Demir calls it a day as well. What about Tom Hackett in the Ferrari? And the 2 British drivers wheel to wheel, but it is the Ferrari that comes out in front and up to P7. And One Kidney Jim in the Red Bull just has to slot back in behind. Phoenix Gray with a 3-second time penalty. That could be very costly come the end of this Grand Prix. But this battle, Tom is now back up to P7 in that Ferrari. He's 3 seconds off Daddy Cool, so that is his next target. Is the Alpine in front. But the gaps are starting to open up now. We're only on lap 9. It is not how the drivers would have imagined this race going. They would have imagined it being really close and staying very tight to one another for the majority of the race. But that huge demolition derby at the start of this Grand Prix put a bit of a dampener on them hopes. And that is Phoenix Gray on the back of Adam Fleetwood again. He goes right, he goes left. He's going to have to go the long way round. The Mercedes driver gives him the room. Phoenix Gray has more grip. He's on them soft compounds. But Adam Fleetwood defends really well. And the Mercedes driver will stay in front of Phoenix Gray for now. He goes a little bit deep. Can Phoenix capitalise? He cannot at the moment as he goes through turn 3. Down and up the hill towards turn 4. He's looking for an opening, but the Scotsman is not going to find it just yet. And Adam Fleetwood goes 1 for 1 with Phoenix Gray as they both pick up penalties now. Ginaldi is also through on One Kidney Jim. So, One Kidney Jim starting to drop off Ginaldi a little bit now. And the gaps are sort of between about a second and about 3 seconds between the grids. One Kidney Jim still trying to stay with Ginaldi for the time being. Sorry, let me have a look at the chat. I did see something in there a second ago. What about Phoenix Gray? Second time lucky? Nope. Devil rejected. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Ah, Cinders, yeah, I understand the yellow flags now, mate. Oh, Mum and Ryder with a 3 second time penalty as well. He'll be so annoyed with this race. Phoenix Gray, yeah, just taking like a wide line so we can get a better entrance in to the corner, down towards turn 6 and 7 they go. And then in towards 8 and 9. And this is probably the most interesting battle going on at the moment. And Phoenix Gray, your current Masters World Champion. He's just flashing at the moment, so he is low on ERS. Well, when you look at the amount that Adam Fleetwood has got, he's still got half a tank, so he's definitely in the driving seat in this exchange for podium positions. And Phoenix Gray will get that DRS again. The rear wing opens, he closes the gap, but he's nowhere near close enough to make any kind of attempt at an overtake. So Daddy Cool on the back of Tom. So the Alpine driver, he's just trying to stick with him, keep that DRS, keep within that 1 second. Phoenix Gray has already dropped out of Adam Fleetwood, so that means he will get no help at all. And there's not really anything going on track. We've got Tom Hackett, Daddy Cool, the only drivers out of the whole grid that are inside that DRS range, and there's still 22 laps to go. It is a commentator's nightmare, let me tell you. So now you're just relying on strategies and all-out pace between the drivers to do anything in this Grand Prix now. Dangerous Dave still in P2, but he's in no man's land. He's got 5 seconds in front of him and 7 seconds behind him, respectively. And Tom Hackett is now eyeing up another target, and it is the Alfa Romeo of Red Wildfire in front. Remember, the Alfa Romeo on the mediums, she'll start to be feeling them tyres now after 13 laps. And the Ferrari driver, let's have a look at the tyres actually, who's on the hards, 12 laps, the same distance, but they'll be a lot stronger now in the harder tyre compound. Johnny Reid is into the pits, 12 laps on the softs for the pole sitter. So Johnny Reid is into the pit lane. And Dangerous Dave will take the lead of the Grand Prix. Johnny Reid goes into the pit box, and it's a quick pit stop for the AlphaTauri. And now here comes the Ferrari on the Alfa Romeo, and it's going to be easy work for the Scuderia as Tom Hackett goes up to P5, but he's going to try and make a move on Johnny Reid as well, who's just pitted. Could he possibly get the overtake? He's going to have DRS. If he manages to get in front of the AlphaTauri, it will be great for his race, but Johnny Reid is just able to defend his position for now as he tries to get some heat into their medium tyres. Kurt Maestro up to P12 as Taz in the Mercedes is into the pit lane. So we have a couple of drivers a bit close to each other now. Tom will try and stick with Johnny for as long as possible as he's on them older, harder tyres. But I think Johnny will, he'll be way clear by the time they get to the DRS range. So Johnny is going for the undercut here, a different strategy to what Dave and Adam Fleetwood are going for. But you got to remember, Adam Fleetwood started on the hards, Dangerous Dave started on the mediums, and Johnny Reid started on the soft. So it's pretty much where you would expect them to be for now. Phoenix Gray's into the pit lane. He also started on the softs, but the AlphaTauris did not want a double stack, and he goes in a lap after. Daddy Cool on Red Wildfire. Can he also get an overtake? The Alpine is having to be a little bit more patient than Tom Hackett was. He got the overtake done quite early on down the straight. And you've also got Ginaudi there in the other Alfa Romeo. 15 laps gone, 20 to go. What feels like it's been an eternity in this Grand Prix already. The Daddy Cool over the curb at turn 4. And Ginaudi, the driver from the Netherlands, still consistently with them. And he's just, he's very good at sticking with drivers, Ginaudi, and being consistent in them lap times. And that's what he's done here. And he's in P7, he's having a cracking race, he's on his own strategy. And there's not many drivers that have completed their pit strategy as of yet. So in a good position is the Alfa Romeo driver and his teammate as well of Red Wildfire, who is currently holding up the Alpine, who just about separates the pair. Johnny Reid setting the fastest lap of this race. He is on fire now. He's already nearly in striking distance of that Mercedes in front. That is how good them fresher tyres are. Smalley is into the pit lane now as well. Oh, Smalley gets a penalty, and Johnny Reid runs really wide there. And what about Ginaudi on Daddy Cool? He is flashing. Ginaudi's got a bit more battery than the Alpine drivers. They go over turn 4. Reddy's doing a great job of holding on at the moment. And Johnny Reid, I think he'll be quite patient here, and I think Adam Fleetwood will be thinking to himself, I want Johnny to go through here. But Johnny, his race IQ is up there with some of the best, and he will not be tricked into getting that overtake done before he needs to get it done. And this is exactly what he wanted. He will come out of turn 14, that DRS will be enabled, and he'll try and get this overtake done as they go down towards turn 1. Adam Fleetwood is doing a great job of defending. That's exactly what he needs to do. Hold up Johnny Reid and make that undercut as difficult as possible. And he did put him off just slightly, which is excellent work from him. Daddy Cool is up to P5, but Red Wildfire with the old switcheroo, just not able to complete the move. Dangerous Dave with a penalty now as well. The two Alfa Romeos down to P6 and P7. Smalley on his Aston Martin teammate will get that DRS up towards turn 1. We are nearly halfway through this Grand Prix. Here comes Smalley. So the two Dutch drivers in the Aston Martins, and they do swap positions. And Smalley is up to P12. Oh, who's that? That's Kurt Maestro. That's into the wall. The Alpine driver has no front wing on lap 17. A huge crash into the wall coming out of turn 3. Still, the battling continues between Daddy Cool, Red Wildfire and Ginaudi. The two Alfa Romeo drivers are both on medium compound tyres. Daddy Cool is on hards, so he will start to feel that the benefit of the harder compound shortly, but it'll be extremely difficult to shake off them drivers behind when they have that DRS. And now here come the Alfa Romeos. Tom Hackett is into the pit lane as well now. So can they get the overtake? Kurt Maestro does retire from the session, calls it a night, and I don't blame him after that. Johnny Reed is on fire here. You know, if he gets the overtake on Dangerous Dave, you know, Dave needed to be careful here, because if Johnny Reed gets the overtake on Dave, he's in the position where he could essentially two-stop and still be in front of the drivers that are one-stopping once he gets in front of the Williams in front. So I think Dave should have took that into account, and when Johnny Reed pitted, Dave should have probably pitted not long after. That is Wonky Jim getting overtaken by Phoenix Gray. And the thing is now is Dangerous Dave will pit and he'll go onto fresher tyres, and he will be a lot quicker than Johnny by the end of this race. So Johnny could counter that and basically go for the two-stopper when Dave pits. He could go back onto a set of softs, back onto another set of mediums, and go to the end of the race so that Dave will not have them fresher tyres come the end of the Grand Prix. So it's a fabulous undercut. Oh! Johnny Reed clatters into Dave. Dave slams on the brakes as he goes in towards turn 12. Johnny Reed hit the back of him. Did he get wing damage? I don't think he did, but I think Dave will go into the pit lane now. He will. Adam Fleetwood stays out. And that is one way of getting through. Phoenix Gray gets the overtake done on Ginaudi. Now in his sights is the other Alfa Romeo of Red Wildfire. Adams on Taz, the British driver, on the Greek driver, and now here comes the Dutch driver of Jonathan. Great diversity on the grid tonight. Dangerous Dave into the pit lane, so is Ginaudi. Phoenix Gray, Daddy Cool into the podiums for the moment. Phoenix Gray through on Red Wildfire, now chases down the Alpine in front. What about Smalley on top? Gotcha. Wheel to wheel they go down towards turn 1. The Aston Martin, he's going to try and come out in front of Ginaudi here in the Alfa Romeo. Side by side they go. Ginaudi is on them fresh softs. Smalley trying to hang on. They nearly touch. Ginaudi will go round the outside. He will have a little bit more grip on them softs now. And Jonathan on Adams, who goes into the pit lane. But Ginaudi will not want to waste time getting this overtake done on them soft compounds. Phoenix Gray on the back of Daddy Cool, and he will not wait around. Yeah, he does. He backs out. Maybe thinks better of it. Knows he's on for a podium. Adam Fleetwood is into the pit lane. But Phoenix Gray will get that DRS down towards turn 1. And Daddy Cool is into the pit lane as well. So, made it even easier for Phoenix Gray. Look at this, Tom Hackett on the back of Dangerous Dave in the Williams, who should be in a better position than this, but after that spin. But Tom Hackett, remember, he's already pitted quite a few laps ago onto the mediums. Oh, did he? Actually, let me check. Yeah, he's done 3 laps on the mediums, whereas in Dangerous Dave he's on fresh softs. Smalley on Ginaudi. Ginaudi should be a lot quicker at this stage. He's not emptying the tank just yet. But the Aston Martin goes a little bit wide, has a slight snap of understeer as they go up the hill towards turn 4. 14 laps remain here for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Through turn 6 and 7 go the Alpine, the Aston, the Alfa, the Red Bull. So still a great little battle going on in the midfield of this pack. And Ginaudi will chase down Smalley in the Aston Martin, who makes another mistake. Can Ginaudi capitalise? He's got to do something on these softs sooner or later. He will get the DRS, but it looks like Daddy Cool, he's going to help Smalley here. Is he? Is Smalley going to be close enough? I don't think so. So this is Ginaudi's opportunity. He needs to empty that tank and get this overtake done. As Smalley is flashing, here comes Ginaudi. What about Red Wildfire? It's going to be a double Alfa Romeo overtake on the Aston Martin of Smalley. Ginaudi and Red Wildfire. That is Ginaudi that just snaps as Red Wildfire goes through. Smalley is coming back at the Alfa Romeo of Ginaudi. The 2 Dutch drivers squabbling for position, but it is Ginaudi that stays in front. One Kidney Jim wants a bit of the action now as well. Dangerous Dave on the back of Phoenix Grey. And he's on them soft compounds. Phoenix Grey on the mediums. So it looks like Dave will go back up into P2 for now. But Adam Fleetwood is flying behind. 12 laps to go. And Dave will definitely feel the effects of them softs before the end of this Grand Prix. One Kidney Jim is through on Smalley. So another overtake, and there goes Dangerous Dave on Phoenix Grey. And what about Tom Hackett as well? Down the inside of Phoenix Grey, up into the podium places. The Scuderia on the back of the Williams. Nothing the AlphaTauri can do. And now he has a Mercedes chasing him down. The 2 Alfa Romeos having a great Grand Prix. Tom Hackett still on the back of Dave. Over turn 6 and 7 they go. Johnny Reed is 18 seconds clear. He is on another level. He is the Max Verstappen of the Masters division. He is definitely a quick driver. Adam Fleetwood now on the back of Phoenix Grey. So it looks like the current world champion of Phoenix Grey is starting to struggle now. And the drivers are capitalising on this shifting pace from Phoenix Grey. Daddy Cool, but is 16 seconds behind. Now here comes Adam Fleetwood in the Mercedes AMG, down towards turn 1, wheel to wheel, side by side they go. Nothing the AlphaTauri driver can do about that. And Adam Fleetwood goes through. He will get that double dose of DRS down towards turn 2. "11 laps to go here in Hungary. We've pretty much known who the winner was going to be from very early on, but it's not just about that as well. Johnny Reed has definitely been in the front running to win this race from very early on, but he's still got to put it out on track every lap. He's still got to be consistent and make no mistakes, and that's exactly what he's done here. Still just over 10 laps to go for him to keep doing what he's doing. Adams in the McLaren is through on Taz, who's now down to P14. The 2 McLarens. Adams was in such a good position at the start of this race. and for it all to just go out of the window on the very first lap. The same with Demir as well, Mum and Ryder, even Tom Hackett, but he's done really well to get himself back into this race. And now he's fighting for P2 again. Sorry guys, I just need a quick drink. So Tom and Adam Fleetwood in that DRS train on the Williams in P2. Sorry, I'm just having a look there at the start of this race, and Jesus Christ, it was a big one. So can Tom Hackett get it done? Adams picks up a time penalty. One kidney Jim on the back of Ginaudi as they come out of turn 14. I think he's a little bit too far back to go for the overtake, but he'll start to close that gap up with that rear wing open, and the Red Bull driver will bring it down to around 4 to 5 tenths of a second as they go in towards turn 1, and then he'll get that DRS again. The rear wing opens, and it'll be close to 3 tenths by the time they get in towards turn 2. Oh, slight bit of oversteer there from One Kidney Jim. Didn't lose him too much time though. Tom Hackett in the Ferrari, Adam Fleetwood in the Mercedes, and Dangerous Dave in the Williams. Let's have a look at tyres and see what the situation is. So Tom Hackett is on the mediums. He's done an extra couple of laps than Dave and Adam, but let me reiterate this, but there is 8 laps to go, and the soft compound tyres will definitely start to fall off the cliff before the end of this race, and Tom will become the driver in prime position. But for now, the battling continues. Tom Hackett, is he going to look for the move on Dave? What about Adam Fleetwood in the Mercedes? Oh, who was that was out, Kurt? Maestro, I think, just left the session. There goes Tom Hackett down the inside. He's finally going to go for a move on Dave. In towards turn 3. The Ferrari and the Williams are side by side. Is the Mercedes going to try and make a move? In towards turn 4 they go. Over the curb goes Tom. And into P2 is the Scuderia. Dangerous Dave into P3. Adam Fleetwood chasing him down as he go down towards turn 6 and 7. Over 6. Over 7. A slight snap from the Williams in front. He's opened the door to the Mercedes, and Tom has got a little bit of breathing space in P2 as Adam Fleetwood is all over the rear diffuser of that Williams in front. Can he get the overtake? The soft runners, but remember Adam's tyres are 1 lap fresher than Dave's. Sorry guys, 1 second. So here we go once again. Phoenix Gray's into the pit lane, so he is going for the 2-stopper. 12 laps on the mediums. So completely different strategy for Phoenix Gray. He's in P5 as well, so he's not in a bad position. That means Daddy Cool is going to get an extra place, and so are both the Alfa Romeos. But Phoenix Gray is going to be so quick till the end of this Grand Prix. Dave over the curb. He's trying to stay with Tom for as long as possible, but Adam, he's got to attack and defend at the same time. So Dave, he stayed within that 1 second of Tom in the Ferrari in front, which is great for him because he will be able to defend for another lap against Adam behind, because he'll get DRS out of turn 14. Did he miss out? He just about got it. But Adam is right into the slipstream of that Williams. He is coming, but I don't think he's going to get it in time. He goes for the lunge. Adam Fleetwood goes down the inside of the Williams driver. Dave and Adam, the Mercedes and the Williams. But it is the Mercedes that takes the podium position away from Dave. 6 laps to go. And Tom is now in the driving seat to get P2. That is Ginaudi on Red Wildfire. The 2 Alfa Romeos. The Mercedes of Taz comes out behind. Wonkini Jim. Phoenix Grey is on the charge on them fresh soft tyres. But the 2 Alfa Romeos having a little battle between themselves. No team orders in that garage. Adam Fleetwood has caught back up to Tom here. So not all is over for the Mercedes driver. Wonkini Jim with a time penalty of 5 laps to go. And he is catching up. Here comes Adam on Tom. He will get that DRS again down towards turn 2. But it seems like he's got a little bit more grip, the Ferrari. There goes Phoenix Grey and Wonkini Jim. Round turn 14 they go, and the AlphaTauri driver gets the move done before the DRS straight. Dangerous Dave on Adam Fleetwood as they go up towards turn 4. And Adam Fleetwood just having a little sneak there. A little sneak peek up the inside of the Ferrari. Didn't go for a move, but was just eyeing it up. And Red Wildfire just starting to lose a little bit of time to Ginaudi in front. And she has got her teammate from last season chasing her down. And remember, he's on the freshest tyres on the grid, barring Taz in the Mercedes. So, yeah, look at that. He's catching up at around 1 second a sector. And he's just going to be a little bit patient. He's going to wait. And then out of turn 12, up towards turn 13 at the left-handed hairpin. And the AlphaTauri driver, as soon as that DRS kicks in, he will be gone. What about Dave, though? He's close to the Mercedes. Is he going to go for the move? Phoenix Grey in the AlphaTauri on the Alfa Romeo. Back up to P7. And that charge is back on. But we're still watching this fantastic battle between Tom, Adam and Dave for the podium places. And your guess is as good as mine as to who's going to finish in the top 3. It is Tom that is currently in P2. There goes Dave. Adam Fleetwood has made a huge mistake at the exact same corner that he did so earlier on in the race as he bounces over the track, and he's lost around a second, but he is still within DRS range of the Williams in front. But Dangerous Dave needs to make up around 0.2 of a second to catch up to that Ferrari. Otherwise, he has lost DRS to the Scuderia in front. Adams and Top Gotcha, the McLaren down the inside of the Red Bull, gets a little bit squirrely coming out of turn 2. Phoenix Grey makes the move on Ginaudi down the inside of turn 12. Adam Fleetwood and Dangerous Dave go at it once more. There goes the Williams and the Mercedes out of turn 1, down the hill towards turn 2. Dave is back up into the podiums. Adam fights back. They're both very similar on tyres and on pace, and Dave in the Williams just fights him off for now. But Adam Fleetwood will not leave this long. Over turn 4, 3 laps to go. Phoenix Grey eyes up another move, and it is Phoenix. It is Danny Cool in front in the Alpine. He surely couldn't get back into these podiums. You never know. He is catching at such a rapid pace, but 19 seconds in just over 3 laps is probably too much to ask, even if the driver is of the caliber of Phoenix Gray. Adam Fleetwood. So the gap is now 2 seconds to Tom. He's pretty much bolted on to that P2 and got it sort of tied down now. The battle is for P3 and it's between Adam and Dave. The Mercedes driver half a second behind. That DRS will kick in as they go on to lap 33. Phoenix Gray is through on Daddy Cool, but back on board with Dangerous Dave and Adam Fleetwood. He will get the double dose of DRS. Down the hill they go. But Dave holds on for another lap. Is Adam Fleetwood starting to think tactically here now? Does he wait for the final opportunity at the end of lap 34? Is that what he does? He's got to start thinking of that podium now and how he's going to end up staying in P3. So Gennady chasing him down, but the battle is between Dave and Adam Fleetwood. So we are on lap 33, going on to lap 34. So this is not... Oh wait, I think they're on lap 34. No, Johnny Reed's on lap 34, I think. But these are just going on to lap 34. Adam Fleetwood, is he going to go for the move? Into the slipstream he goes. The Mercedes driver goes down the inside of the Williams. This is where he needs to make the move. The Williams driver will try and switch back on the Mercedes. Side by side they go towards turn 2, and the Mercedes driver just cuts off on the Williams. Can he switch it back? He's just not got the grip to do so. Over turn 3 and back up the hill towards turn 4 for the Williams and the Mercedes. But has he gone too early for Adam Fleetwood? Dave surely now waits for the straight up towards turn 1 for the very final lap. We'll see what happens, but it's getting very interesting. So Johnny Reed, 12 seconds clear at the front of this race. It is Tom Hackett that is in P2, but the gap is starting to come down slightly. Dave, Adam Fleetwood is pushing like crazy. Dave needs to close this gap. He's going to be too far behind to make the move. Surely now it is all down to Adam Fleetwood. Dave looks like he's dropped off way too much as they go on to the final lap of this Hungarian Grand Prix. And it is the Mercedes that burns that battery, and he's going to stay in the podium places. Can Dave do anything now as he just snaps them rears coming out of the first chicane? Down the hill towards turn 2 they go. The Mercedes has got it pinned down in P3, but he's still eyeing up that Ferrari in front. Phoenix Gray, Johnny Reed going into towards turn 6 and 7, and it looks like it's going to be another win for the man from Northern Ireland. But going back towards the Ferrari, Mercedes and Williams. What a battle. What a battle it's been between the trio as they all go through turn 6 and 7. Adam Fleetwood did just enough to fend off that Williams behind. Johnny Reed comes through turn 13, down towards turn 14. And the man from Northern Ireland, the number 34 driver, the AlphaTauri, Johnny Reed, wins here in Hungary. Through comes Tom Hackett in the Ferrari. He's going to get P2. But Adam Fleetwood, what a great job of holding off the Williams driver of Dangerous Dave to get the podium. What a drive. Gennady on Daddy Cool. Did Daddy Cool make a mistake? Jonathan on Smalley, the two Aston Martin drivers on the very final lap here. And Jonathan is up to P10. Red Wildfire side by side with Danny Cool. It looks like Danny Cool is disconnected on the very last lap. Jonathan got the overtake on his Aston Martin teammate, and up to P10 he went. The two Dutch drivers swapping places. Maybe tactical, maybe not. But no, it looks like Danny Cool ran out of fuel. Wow. What an end to this Grand Prix. Smalley with that 5-second time penalty. So it was a great race in the end. And that disaster at the start was made up at the end. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. Ran out of fuel, wow. Guys, I'm really, really sorry for the technical difficulties that I suffered tonight. It was very unprofessional and it sounded awful on stream, so I do apologise. I will make sure that doesn't happen again, and I will sort it out. But yeah, great race, everybody. Well done to all the drivers that finished. But on the top step, there you have it. Johnny Reid takes the victory here in Hungary. And all three drivers celebrate. Tom did an amazing job to get back up to P2, let me tell you, after his disastrous race start. So let's go through the order. It is Johnny Reid that takes the win at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Tom Hackett takes P2 after that spin on the opening lap. Adam Fleetwood in at P3 after holding off Dave. Dangerous Dave takes P4. Phoenix Gray takes P5. Ginaudi from 20th on the grid takes P6 and will pick up driver of the day here today. Red Wildfire in at P7. Daddy Cool in P8. One Kidney Jim in P9. Jonathan in P10. Smalley takes P11. Adams takes P12. Top Gotcha in the Red Bull takes P13. Taz in the Mercedes P14. Mullen Ryder P15. And then DNF for Kurt Maestro, Demir, Cinders, Devil Rejected, and the Dutchie, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back next week for round 10. Make sure you tune in. Thank you all so much, as always, for tuning in and watching the Grand Prix and supporting the stream as well. And thank you so much to MSC for having me on commentary. It's always a pleasure to commentate on such an unbelievable league and incredible drivers. So yeah, thank you very much. Enjoy your evening, guys, and I'll see you next week.